at ADBN TV, Instagram at ADBN TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV. Keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
All right, the weekend is here again, so we could actually say Happy New Month to us. A new month comes with more gists, more trends, what's happening, what's trending. My name is Nana Abina, and I'm super excited to be here again. Another beautiful weekend for us to gist all the trending stories, what is happening with your favorites, and also the basketballs that actually come with it. And of course, you know very well that I'm not going to be doing this alone because I've got your favorite duos in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, in fact, introduce yourself.
Hello guys, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, how are you?
Why are you talking like that? Talk to me now.
Oh, my day was good.
My day
was good.
Very good. Hope yours too was good.
Simple, you're sounding like my father right now, please.
It's so good.
You've been saying that he has been acting like an older generation.
Yes, I need to steal these glasses.
How is that
I'll start with that. I'll remove those glasses.
How are you doing, Dory?
I'm fine, thank you.
How's your weekend?
I'm fine, thank you. And yours?
Good. So I know we've got a lot of stories coming up, but
yeah,
could you actually share with us one particular story you're actually looking forward to talk about right now?
I think really not the favorite story I really want to talk about, but since it's on the show, it's on the list of what we're going to talk about. Let's talk about VDM and Nietzsche. Yeah.
Okay. You also have one you want to share, or you? It's a surprise.
No, I think. Let me. I'll leave her to that one.
Okay.
Then pick something else.
Okay, so guys, are you ready?
Yes.
So we're going straight to our first story on social media trend, and this one right here. I don't know if people are happy. I don't know the reaction, but Bola Tinubu, our president, ordered suspension of fund cashless payment system at Nigerian airport. So President Bola Tinubu has directed the Minister of Aviation, Festus Kimo, to actually suspend the cashless system introduced by the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria at airports in Lagos and Abuja after it caused long queues and also delays for travelers. The president also ordered a review of the system to make it more efficient and also less stressful for passengers. For now, a hybrid payment system will be used, allowing travelers to pay with either cash or cards while authorities work on improving the process. Guys, is it a yes or it is a no?
It's a big yes for me. A massive, whooping, canopy-like yes. Because honestly, do you know that for the past 1 week, people who have traveled by air have been on serious, should I call it eggshells or a crazy kind of panic? Why? When they made this particular directive and said, okay, we're no longer collecting cash, that everybody must come with either transfer or come with card. In a country where we don't have constant internet, in a country where we have network glitches.
I have an experience, but when you're done.
Now, and see the funny thing, it is a good thing to go cashless, so I understand. But then again, there is this, the efficiency, the smoothness of operation is not there because, look, for instance, look at high traffic airports like Lagos or Abuja airports, and then we have a number of vehicles trying to access the airport. Then you are stopping them at the toll gate, ask them to do transfer first before you go. So what if somebody is rushing to catch a flight?
Exactly.
So look at the queue that it caused. That's exactly what happened. I saw a video of a white man
that came down from Okada.
The white man came down from his motor, enter Okada. Even the Okada was held by traffic. He had to come down from the Okada and pull his luggage on his hand to walk to the airport just so he will not miss his flight. So why should we do that? Why would you create a system where you know that, or where you've not predicted the unforeseen circumstances. Well, I didn't think they thought this through.
Yeah.
So the president had to intervene and say, you know what, it's a good one, but this particular stuff is not. We don't have the system to make it run fast. So please scrap it for now.
Nigeria has digitization ambitions, but they lack the physical infrastructure and digital readiness to go through with it. They have these dreams of, okay, we want to digitize and digitize everything. But now you don't know that you have to do your, you have to make sure a lot of systems are in place. Yeah, the network, everything is going on smoothly before you now think of taking us into. Remember what happened during the cashless policy? It was a terrible period, and now, you know, and I understand their point. Anyway, because they are trying to reduce the corruption, they are trying to, you know, curb bribes and all of that. But I think they should work on the modalities around it first before trying to fix the corruption through digital trying to digitize the system, getting money through. Yeah, of course. So I think the balance between, okay, if you have cash, you bring it out. If you can use your ATM to pay for things around, it's fine for now until they can sort that other area out.
I think when the part where Simple talked about the whole system not being ready and also we having bad internet, reminded me of somewhere around 2023. I had to pay, but I wasn't having cash. I had to use the whole cashless policy and everything, and I had to pay 2 times. So I was thinking that my money was actually going to come back into my exactly. Now at this moment,
it was not refunded.
My bank is telling me that the airline is having it. The airline is saying I should go back to the guy from that 2003 to now. I never got back my money. I went to the office, everything. I didn't receive it. So I kind of support the fact that you are looking at the future side of it. I don't know when you guys got used to, but I think I got used to cashless policy before. How do I put it? Before this COVID, I think I got used to it because I think it was going to happen. And so now, most of the time, I feel lazy to actually carry cash with me. But from the little I've learned from around 2023, I don't think I'll ever go to the airport without cash, without money, or my card. Yeah. You understand? So I think this is actually a welcome development. But most importantly, fixing our telecommunication service is really important. Like, just not only because of the airport and everything, but everywhere. It's really bad.
Sure.
Well, you see that cashless policy period. I'm really not against it, but how do you approach the local woman in the market selling pepper?
Girl, they play. They have it.
No, you know, at the point they had to. They were like, it was almost like if they were forced. But
I think right now, due to COVID, everybody is ready for it. Every system is actually ready for it. Yeah, I know we have network issue. Reason why there's a particular bank people like to bank with because they feel like it's much more easier. But I think everybody has trained and everybody has learned to know that, okay, this is where we are heading. And let's be real, in some years to come, I know people are like, nobody knew that we're not going to be holding cash all the time. But some years to come, it's still going to be there. Money is going to be there, but a lot of people are still going to be moving around without having much cash. And to me, it's less wahala. I don't know, Sha. That's what I put it.
No, but seriously, it is less wahala. But they really have to fix the system before they dive into.
I think you should ask me. You should ask me if I've ever got stuck in paying before. I'm sorry, looking at you.
But we all have now.
Network issues. There was a time, one of those malls in Uyo. There was a time when I think they also had issues with their system, and almost everybody couldn't transfer. People couldn't pay. It was that bad.
So now you don't have cash with you.
Yeah.
Please,
anyway,
I'll go around with my cash. Thank you.
Anyway, moving on to this one. So this particular story right here was really trending. Like, it got a whole lot of people talking, and it became a trend. There was a particular trend. But anyway, let's do this, okay? That rumors debunked. That is King Michi, okay, after viral bleach video sparks online crisis. So Nigerian influencer King Michi, popularly known as Michelle Mukoro, has become the center of controversy after a heated online feud with social media activist, very dark man, Martha's visit, how do you pronounce it? Utse. Now, the dispute at the Republic began after over allegations surrounding public donations and a school renovation project she claimed she had completed, which VDM publicly questioned. Tensions escalated in somewhere around the week when King Michi actually appeared distressed during a live stream and was seen consuming a substance believed to be bleach, alarming viewers. Now, shortly after, her management released a statement announcing her death, triggering widespread panic across social media. However, the announcement was later retracted with her team confirming she's alive and also okay. A hospital earlier mentioned in the death reportedly denied that she was not treated, or should I say unalive herself, whether also exposed the misinformation. The controversy also drew reactions from the National Civil Society Council of Nigeria, which criticized the dangerous online drama, while authorities in Abuja also indicated they may question those involved due to the harmful nature of the viral content. The incident has ignited conversations about influencer responsibility, online fears, and also misinformation, also the dangers of promoting harmful acts on social media. So, guys, got a few questions I want to ask you guys.
Yes.
Simple has been warming up.
My first question is, what was your reaction when you saw that Very Dark Man is having an issue with Michi? Now, first of all, I know why I'm asking that. In recent time, look at history, Very Dark Man has been having, like, if you count the number of people he has had feuds with, and a lot of people feel like having misunderstanding with this guy has a way of jigging some things that you never even thought was going to come out. That's one. Secondly, let's talk about philanthropy way back and philanthropy right now. Do you think social media in this generation, or should I say the meaning of philanthropist or philanthropy is actually losing its meaning in this very generation? Do you think that people are doing things for the clout? People are doing things because I want to be given this, I want to give you that. Now, somebody now made a statement saying that there's no way that you don't take a percentage out of what is given to you. That because they feel like most of them, in as much as they give you money, you're going to take a percentage to take care of your lifestyle. If you look at the recent philanthropy, way back philanthropies, you always see that they are in their office, they are doing something. But now, everybody wakes up, carry microphone and see content. Have you eaten? Where do you work? Tell us about yourself. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about content creation right now and what is not content creating anymore. And what is content, like the whole fuse around it. So I don't know who wants to go ahead.
Okay, let me answer.
And also, let's talk about the story itself.
Of course, the story itself. Yeah, your first question, to answer your first question, it is really, it's not okay to be having issues with everybody. VDM is always having issues with everybody, and he tends to be feeling like a saint when it comes to digging out people's background, and meanwhile standing like I have never casted. I've never done anything wrong. Meanwhile, we have footages of him being an escort and all of that in the past. And his followers, I really call them his worshippers.
Minions.
They have a way of always justifying everything, what he has done in the past, but always dragging the debts he's bringing on other people. So I really have an issue with that. I don't know why it is not balanced. Like, okay, the same way you pardon him, why don't you pardon other people? Then to your second question on philanthropy, I think at the point where people were really feeling somehow about people televising what they do for people online, and the others were coming out to say, okay, yeah, that we are doing it so that people will know that okay, maybe others that have the intentions will also come out and do so. And if you go biblical, don't allow your left hand see what your right hand is doing. So all of that. But I really don't know. It is becoming a trend. I saw a video about influencers in the US, where they do this philanthropy and go back behind the camera to collect it back from
those people.
Yes. So this particular guy went to book a hotel for a homeless guy, and after he paid on camera, and after the whole show
was done,
he now told the hotel to make a refund.
Oh.
So the manager saw all this.
Nigeria here?
No.
Outside.
Yeah, in the US. The manager saw all of this and had to come down to intervene and told him they were not going to make that refund. And that homeless guy was going to stay in that hotel for the 1 week he paid for. So right now, there's a line that has been crossed.
Blurred out.
It has been crossed between genuine giving and the clout chasing. So we really don't know where this one, where it falls now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will tell you
and also your view on the story.
Yeah, so I think that's what's really okay, because like I was saying, I'm going to go before the beginning of all this issue.
This is why I am here.
Before the beginning.
That's why I had to be like, hold on.
That's why I've been living.
No, I wanted you to start first.
My veins.
So what really happened was that King Michi, sometimes last year, posted about the renovation she did on a school, and then she went on to say that she was doing it and she was not getting any support as like she was doing it from her own pocket and all of that. And VDM somehow felt he was shaded, and VDM went on live to do a whole video and a whole talk about people sponsoring King Michi, and it was more of a political sponsorship than her coming out to do it from her pocket. So that was where this whole King Michi thing was, and VDM feud originated from. So she said something, just like I posted commending the activists in Abuja yesterday, and I was just commending them and telling them well done, and if I had a return ticket, I would have been in Abuja joining them, joining my voice, lending my voice. And VDM supporters came for me that so who is not a real I said I didn't mention anybody's name. Online so they just once you just say you're an activist.
You went to comment on whose post?
On Ijoma's post on
yeah, there are some people you don't comment, you just pass it.
No, she's a blogger. Ijoma is a blogger. She's a neutral blogger. So I don't know why they came for me, and really they don't even know me. I was ready for them. Like I was schooling them. And yeah, my response when my partner saw my response, I was like, yeah, school them, because really they're working like people with no brains.
Okay. So
okay.
Mr. Iward.
Given the backstory we've heard from let's say my co-arguer.
I'm sure you don't have anything to say.
Actually, okay. No, relax. I'm taking the position of, do you know how last week was when I was coming at Simi and then she was backing her?
Yeah.
Now I'm backing VDM. I'm coming at King Michi in this particular instance.
Wow.
Okay.
Now let me tell you, also put into perspective what she said and how their feud started. I will give that. I didn't know about that one before, but because I was very stunned when I was just sitting and then I saw that King Michi made a video shading VDM, just coming at him and just saying all manner of things. I'm like, where did he start all this one? You they do philanthropy. Focus on them now. Do what they do. People that you are blessing and helping their lives, they are thanking you. What else do you need? I came up with a particular phrase. I said, you know, people that like, I asked myself, what the last time I did something and I chose to enjoy it on my own without the intention of sharing it on the internet. When was the last time I did something like that? Like I experienced the moment and I was not filming it with the intention of just keeping memory, but sharing on social media. So I'm like, why am I now looking for online validation so much that I will go ahead and shade somebody else that is on his own lane? So what she said now, okay, now gives it more. It makes more sense why she would come at him, because before now I didn't know that they had
I didn't even know they
backstory.
had.
But again, another caveat I'm going to explore is the matter of see that old bleach stuff that they took,
The
that
substance,
stunt that
it
they
just
did.
didn't make sense.
If say, God know why I know the law enforcement. Chineke, you know why? Because I
In
will not
actual
pack
sense,
them
they're
like
actually
this.
supposed to arrest
They
them.
are supposed to be arrested.
be
And no,
arrested.
you
But
know,
what nonsense is that?
they are supposed to do that. I don't know why
be
they are
arrested,
still.
is
I saw one lady sending police officials to King Michi's house.
My only issue
And-
right now is stuff like this are the reason why the internet, or should I say, most of these social media restrict Nigerians from certain things.
It's crazy.
Like what Fela
Exactly.
said, for the first time I actually supported what Fela said. He said, yo, this is where some of us are feeding from. You have no right to do what you did. You understand? That was like a no-no.
What do you
First of
mean?
all, one, you are even introducing the younger generation that this substance can be used or whatever. Secondly,
It wasn't okay.
why on earth would you even do that? Then what annoyed me the most, like, it was okay, it was kind of looking funny, but it was bad, where people were actually repeating and doing it. It became a trend.
I'm now seeing different flavors of bleach.
Exactly.
What kind of nonsense
So
is
for
this?
me, I felt like, okay, I know that everything is cruise, everything can be very funny, but if you should sit down and look at it very well, what are you actually, where is the future of streaming going to right now?
And
Very good
it
question.
wasn't
Very
funny.
good
Like, if you
question.
look at streaming right now, skit making is still there, but I know skit is going to fade. But skit making is not like way back. But right now, streaming.
It's taking over.
No disrespect, but look at
It has made it worse.
look at this kind of stream. Like, shout out to what's his name, Shank.
Shank, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he deserved it. You understand?
He does.
But the question is, what makes it to streaming, and what doesn't make it? Because we've seen even Kai sent actually streaming school with university. We saw the kind of thing people were streaming and all that. But the question, are they streaming? Is it the same thing? So are we looking for just like, okay, we want social media to be paying us $10,000 or whatever, and all that? We're not really looking at the safety or
The
whatever.
effect of what they are putting out.
I really want to throw this question to the to you guys. What is really the benefit of this streaming? What, like, if you go online and you want to join a streamer, are you going to be learning something, or are you just going to
That's
be
the
watching
problem. Do you know-
Kata Efe being silly on social media, and people drinking
Do you know,
bleach,
I
and
asked this same question
it's
on
crazy.
my Twitter, and then somebody just said something that made me feel. Should I say, if I went on to argue, I would sound insensitive. What the person said was, I was like, when people go on these people's streams, what exactly do you people learn? What exactly do you get out of all this? Because they just pour manner of
It
stuff
goes
out
to
there.
show how jobless our youths are.
What they said was, we support their own.
Wow.
There's nothing wrong about supporting.
I'm not.
How will you argue?
But what are
do you know
these
that?
guys
Do you know that
really-
I was really enjoying? I had seen some clips of Kai Cenat's stream, and it was really somehow you were going to laugh. You were going to see something
See, if we all
interesting.
accepted
You know.
that not everybody's page on socials is going to educate you. Some of us, let's be real, we are following them because just for laughs.
For cruise.
We are not even following them because of anything. There's some people that we don't follow. Me, if I don't agree to your stuff, I just pass because my airtime, I can choose to reply.
Yeah, of course.
But the fact that I'll go and reply my reply, you understand? Same way when it comes to streaming, we go on Twitch. If this person is not somebody you want to follow, that's fine by it. But when it is becoming more and more trend, like everybody thinks that this is the best way to stream.
That is
where the problem
why we
is.
are even complaining and comparing Nigerians streamers with their
Foreign
counterparts
streamers.
abroad, because
Well-
what their counterparts bring on the table is quite interesting.
Well,
While the Nigerians are just fooling themselves
Mali
online, and
is
it's
still
not, it's
this
really
particular
silly.
bleaching thing. The police should
They
actually
should,
look
they should
into
pick
it.
them up.
It's too
That's
much.
my own advocacy. They should pick them up.
Anyway, the movie industry in Nigeria, the National Film and Video Centers Board, should I honors Fukadile
yes.
as Nollywood Movie Box Champion. She deserved it. So National Film and Video Centers Board, NFVCB, honored Fukadile as the Nollywood Box Office Champion somewhere around this week in recognition of her outstanding commercial success in Nigerian cinema industry. They will celebrate for consistent record-breaking and also films and also dominance at the box office over the years. During the ceremony, industry leaders praised her contribution to Nollywood's growth, while Akindele actually expressed gratitude and reaffirmed her commitment to telling impactful stories. Shout outs to her. This is like a big one. This is really beautiful.
First of all, let me just give like a very good round of applause to Funke Akindele. She has been an inspiration.
Yes, she has.
Both to men and to women.
Exactly.
Both to young and old people, because I see, first of all, I would say that I have a very bad PR for Nollywood. I don't watch as much as a Nigerian should watch Nollywood, because I mean it's our entertainment.
Yeah,
Nigerian
of course.
entertainment.
Yeah.
I don't watch as much. But creators like Funke Akindele and people of that kind of cadre, they give Nollywood a very beautiful name, a beautiful face, the kind of content. They literally went outside the conventional setting that we know from all those Nigerian films back
Her
in the day.
marketing strategy.
It's amazing the way she puts her ads into the story, and then the way basically the entire production, the quality of the film, the quality of the editing, the camera, the set. They even go outside sometimes to shoot some of them, and look at the numbers that these movies are running for her. It's some of our hit movies, I would say. Can I even list a few of them? Some of these, like Omogeto, the saga, what's it called again? Battle on Booker Street.
The new one behind the scene, but we haven't seen it yet.
These ones are what is making, like, if you're outside and then you have to recommend a good Nigerian sitcom for somebody outside to watch, something like her content, something that you can proudly.
And let's talk about her marketing strategy.
It's amazing. It's just the first time I came across a movie where I saw an ad inside the story, I was like, oh, blow my head.
Her films are promoted like.
I think she has been doing that since even during Jennifer Diary. There was an ad in
it was very creative, very creative.
Her movies are promoted just like major events, not just like any movie.
Exactly.
I like how she's out there promoting her movies. She's very intentional. Like she takes the marketing thing seriously,
Very
and
seriously.
I really commend Funke Akindele. She has really put Nollywood on the map.
True.
If you get. So yeah, and I have some few points
and
here.
I love the fact that she's been able to change the narrative. Gone are the days where you actually want somebody to sell your movies for you, but now, you remove movie, you sell it yourself.
You sell it yourself.
Just like
there's no marketed
are going to market their own music. You as an
market your movie.
There's no marketed and distributed by. You get.
So you are the
marketer, you are the distributor.
You actually sell it, and her marketing strategy, one way or the other, has actually really helped a lot of people. Most of these producers, that's what they use. The whole dancing, videos, interacting, making sure that you are at your own movie. Like you're at your own movie. You are not really like saying that, okay, fine, because it's my people should go and watch, but you're actually there and you're ready to accept and watch with the people. That connection is amazing.
I also love her storytelling. She does not.
It's not the conventional.
It's not what you expect. It is something that happens in Nigeria, in Nigerian families. It's very relatable. You know. So I really love her storytelling. I love her marketing strategies, and I love the fact that she has really redefined Nollywood leadership, like making women the top people too in Nollywood. If you call the first 5 greatest people in Nollywood in Nigeria, you will be calling.
She has to be there.
I think about 2 women or more. So she has really paved the way for women in Nollywood. So she's really. I really love her. Yeah.
All right, moving on to another strange story, which I saw this particular story and a whole lot was going through my mind. But okay, so let's talk about it. So 23-year-old teacher actually speaks out after being body shamed by SS1 students in a government school. So 23-year-old female teacher at a Nigerian government secondary school has shared her emotional experience after being mocked and also body shamed by an SS1 student during class. Now, according to her, the student made hurtful remarks about her appearance, leaving her deeply upset and also shaken. The incident, which she later recounted in a viral video, has sparked widespread conversation online about respect for teachers, student discipline, and the role of parents in guiding their children's behavior. So I saw this video and I was reading people's comments. Somebody said, instead of you crying, you have to go and beat that child. You are crying, you understand? But I understand how this person feels. I've not taught before, but we all grew up with some teachers.
Of course.
Most of the teachers are so annoying. You see a teacher and then sometimes you're like, well, like, why are you doing this? You understand? Okay, so for this particular story, right, a whole lot was actually going through my mind, but I think I'll let you guys share your thoughts on what you think about it. So yeah.
Okay, let me start with first. We'll have a go first. Or should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, first of all, when she made this video, I don't know why they didn't punish that child. I don't know why they didn't punish that child, but that child should be punished first of all. And I think this also puts into perspective the kind of society that we have and the kind of the way we are tolerating some things and how unsafe it makes the ladies feel. Because I don't understand how a 23-year-old is an adult. Probably she's not, she's 7 or something, and then she's in school teaching, and this SS2 boy is making comments, maybe sexual comments or whatever about.
No, he didn't. So what he actually, according to her, she said he was walking around and she told him to sit down, and then he later was still walking around. Then later he was not at see your body, see where you look like.
Now to beat up assembly now. You know, not hard now.
They called her ugly, so
yeah. Assembly hall.
Exactly.
Call the assembly and make a show of him, because no, it's the truth.
And make a public show of
him. Because see, if we don't teach, and also this also goes back to parents at home, the way you raise your children, because the child is just mirroring what he's seeing. And I get that SS2, yes, you can make a choice of your own, but yet again, most of their choices are being made from what they've experienced, what they've observed over time. So in this particular regard, that SS2 boy, if I did for that school, they for call, in my school they call it calling bell. Assembly is different from calling bell. Calling bell is like school,
gather everybody.
School is going, but they now call everybody to come and gather. So as they are gathering, they will say this person did something, so we are going to punish him in front of the entire school. They will do such a thing and make an example of him, so that people who think that, okay, because they are boys or because they feel this lady will not have the power to challenge them, they will know that the school does not stand for something like that.
Okay, so me, I've not taught before. So the truth is,
You've taught some things now.
No, I've not been a teacher before.
Okay.
So the truth is, I really can't really say I can feel her pain or I know how she feels or something like that. You understand? Now, this is somebody that, just as she said in the video, she deals with body shaming. Like, this is something that's she's been trying to get out of it, but then one way or the other, it keeps coming. And then talk about a little child speak to you like that. Now, she had she could have decided to beat this child, and she had every right to beat this child, you get me? But one way or the other, I'm not going to justify anything, but one way or the other, she just had to let whatever the child said to her get to her, and then she had to do a video. Now, this is where my problem is, where society has gone to a point where there's a problem in front of you, deal with it, but you want social media justification before you could actually say, now you've cried. What happened? Did social media go and beat the boy or anything? It still comes down to the fact that sometimes you'll be watching things, maybe 2 people are fighting, and then maybe 2 kids, I think it was a video where 2 kids were fighting. People were videoing. And shooting content,
exactly, shooting content.
And I was like, who is going to let them stop or stop the fight? You understand? You get me? Now, this particular child, right? You have every right. You are supposed to be beating this boy. It still comes down to learning. I don't know how old you are supposed to be out of school or to be the National Youth Service. I don't know if age and maturity actually plays a role in choosing somebody to be a teacher or in an environment. You understand? I'm not trying to say what a child did. What a child did was not very, but I'm looking at emotional and how ready are you
to do the job
for stuff like that. Because, okay.
But the truth.
Somebody said Gen Z, they cry.
But not true now. Well, how we say, I'm speaking pidgin. How is it that you get talked to badly by a student and we have seen a video be online address? So when that's true, actually, what will come do? Again, that's where we are as a society. Now everybody looking for internet validation. Everybody looking for a way to grow their page. Okay. See, this is a challenge. Should we say now that's the problem with government for giving us a country where we have to usually depend on internet to feed us? Have we gotten that bad? That's the challenge I'm facing now.
You know, every day we wake up with different issues on online, social media, and people bringing personal issues on social media. That school definitely has a school principal, has a vice principal, academic, and whatnot. I don't know. Did she report to the school authority that, okay, see what a student did to me? He called me ugly and all of that. And this our idea of always running to social media to get validation. Of course, everybody was going to take a side. It was not okay. What the child did was not okay.
Yeah.
But I think this would have been handled out internally of social media. And seriously, I am even tired of faulting parents about when it comes to raising children and discipline. And I always say that if they don't discipline you at home, they'll discipline you outside. So charity begins at home. So if he wasn't properly disciplined in the house, definitely the school should help in taking care of that part. And because I don't even know if for you to get to that point where you are bold enough to body shame your teacher. Even if the teacher looks like a teenager, that person has been placed as an authority over you. Exactly. So I don't see any reason why you should ever in your entire lifetime even conceive trying to the thought of it is even, you know, I'm like I used to tell you that there's something that you even think in your heart that you want to do, and you remember the reaction of your parents. So by the time the school authority invites the parents for a meeting with the child and tell the parents that, oh, see what your child has been saying to teachers in school. I think if the parents are strong people, they'll so even if it's a government school, I'm just tired of children just behaving anyhow.
Okay, can we talk about NYSC placement? Can we talk about choosing the right people for the job? I don't know if you understand what I mean.
I do.
If you're going to be a teacher, did you pass through the process? Because from intellectual, emotional, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say.
But they teach
because if when we're growing, I knew we had younger teachers, but not as young as that. I'm just saying.
Okay.
No, they don't teach. They do. In the camp.
No. Let me tell you where they do. They do in school.
They do
in school. In faculty of education.
But it's not everybody. Like I did computer science, there was no point in my study in school that somebody said, okay, and they were going to teach me
psychology,
child psychology, exactly, because it's not in my curriculum. So really, her question is really valid.
I feel like
why are they not streamlined? Like the ones that did education, you move them to school. But really, to answer that, we don't have like now. Okay, I did computer science. Where was I supposed to do my NYSC?
She's very
and we're like 500 in my set in my batch that did computer science. So and how many schools were in that locality
when I saw the video and I saw the lady, I was like, she's very young, like she's really, really young. And even she was even crying, I felt bad for her.
Actually, I felt bad for her, but
you understand. But anyway, moving on to.
I didn't feel bad for her because I've seen too many crime videos recently.
What do you mean you didn't feel bad for her?
I've seen too many crime videos on the internet.
Oh, okay, I get what you're trying to say. Your heart
okay, at this point, your heart is strong.
All right, moving on to the next story. Marriage ends after 3 months over disagreement on church attendance. A newly married couple has reportedly gone their separate ways just 3 months after their wedding due to unresolved disagreement about which church to attend. Now, according to the story shared online, the conflict began when the husband asked his wife to join his church after marriage. However, the wife refused, explaining that she was deeply committed to her own church, which where she served as a children's department coordinator and also had built strong bonds with the children. Now, the husband also suggested that she could continue serving in a similar role at his church and also even grow further, but she declined. He also expressed concerns about being under different doctrines and also how it might affect their unity as a couple. What started as a disagreement soon escalated into serious marital tension. The wife really stopped cooking and denied intimacy, and both partners reported each other to their respective pastors. Family members and church leaders attempted to mediate, but their pastor insisted that she remain in the church, while the pastor also emphasized unity in marriage and also encouraged her to join her husband. With no compromise or also a resolution reached, the conflict persisted, and also just 3 months into the marriage, the relationship and the story has since sparked conversation online about the importance of discussing major issues like church attendance and also shared values before married? I think Doris should come into this first.
And I wanted
Because I'm
Simple
not
to start.
married.
I wanted to hear from Simple, the layman.
First of all, as a single man,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to hear from you.
let me start with it, like softer. Let me start softer. First of all, love can make you foolish. In fact, love itself is not even logical. Love does not make sense. To start with, love does not make no. I mean, not
Who hurt you?
love. No, relax now. Let me land.
Good question.
By that I mean, like, love just kind of wants to override your logic. That's what I mean. So like, you want to do things that normally you would, even against self-preservation. Now in this regard, this guy and this babe, love don't enter their heads. Like, I don't understand what you were doing during dating. Oh, they were kissing.
They never. Okay, you mean they didn't have the
Simple.
conversation?
That is the problem now.
No, she
That's
was
the
asking
problem.
have you eat. You was
They were busy doing other
What's your
things.
favorite
Because
color?
I don't understand how you would date someone and need to marry, and people would not
Have a
converse about
conversation.
what church that people attend.
Guy.
And people
Meanwhile, you obviously are going to two different churches. What have you been talking about?
Why were you having this conversation in the first place? What is this? It was kind of them flow.
And I think one of them was thinking that the other person was going to compromise
You don't
after
think
marriage.
about that
I
kind
think
of a
maybe
thing.
the
You
guy
don't
had
think about
that
it.
thing where people say when you get married, you have to start going to your husband's church.
Yes.
So it felt like it was never a conversation.
But I really even wanted to ask, where did they get married? Whose church did they get married? If it was the ladies' church, maybe the lady
and you know,
was
but I mean, the
feeling-
pastor is going to tell you to stay. They're not also saying to stay because everybody wants congregation.
Two of them
Remember
no serious.
No, really, it is really an unserious
them are not
conversation.
serious.
And
Yes.
imagine that it had to it had to lead to them parting ways. It's
So
really.
imagine person will buy the,
just
the
ask-
material.
You know, a statement that exactly, guys. You know, the thing is, I don't know, but for me, when it comes to certain conversation, I always tell people that I feel like society right now has so many conversations which you can actually, when you go on X, there's so many conversations that you can pick from X and have with your partner, just to listen to their point of view or something like that. You know, coming down to this particular conversation, I'm not going to lie to you. There are some churches that I don't think I would want to attend. So be it that way, I don't think I want to marry somebody who is in that church. Because what? For me, I think I'm so used to somebody teaching me than you telling me. I don't know if you guys.
You're the leadership. Yeah, I get you.
So for me, that is my idea of that. So if maybe I end up marrying somebody who is going to a church that maybe they are always they are teaching and it's similar to my doctrines and what I believe in, I don't think I'll have an issue with it. We'll talk about it. Now, I think I've had a friend who was a Buddhist, and then the husband was a Christian.
Okay.
Now it got to that point where are we going? At some point, she was coming, he was following her. Sometimes she goes to his son. But it got to a point now, she's not a full Christian because they couldn't continue that way.
Yeah.
So there's some certain things that it's a conversation. Let's have it. Whose church are we going to? If maybe probably you go to most of these churches, Orthodox churches, and then also the non-Orthodox churches, you get me? If let's say you go to one of those and your partner goes to one of them and you have grown since you were a child, you've been I don't want to mention, but you've been that, you understand, and you're used to it. Then you end up marrying somebody who didn't grow up in a church like that.
With a Gen-Z church.
You guys have to have that conversation. Whose church? And people that came from that foundation, it's very difficult to change their minds about it.
Yes,
you understand. So it's a conversation. Whose church are we going to do? Okay, fine. You know what? I'll go to yours. We'll go to mine. Or be going separately. But when it comes to events, we'll both go. But it gets to a point where all of you have to be in the same church.
Yes, no. You know, I really find it funny because it, like you were saying that they were talking about what's your favorite color, what's your favorite food. Somebody should have slipped in which church because now we have moved past what's your favorite. We're not talking about spending our lives together. So which church should we attend should be one of the major questions right now.
3 months divorce just because of
because of
church.
They couldn't.
I will not be surprised. Maybe I might be wrong, but I will not be surprised. One of them, their pastors must have instigated and said, look, you have to be in our own church. Don't let go of the church.
Yeah, so it really didn't have anything to do with love. Really simple. Because it was,
somebody might have, because somebody has to, because there's no way these two wouldn't have a particular person who they listen to. There has to be somebody who have like, no, continue. You have to stand your ground.
Exactly.
Exactly. There's no way, because if maybe my pastor told, you know what, don't worry, go to your husband's church, two shall be one or whatever. You will listen to your daddy or your papa.
But why is your pastor having a say over something like that?
But you know how we've spoken about this thing before, how a lot of pastors have this influence on their members. So she feels that everything, in fact, I told you I got to a point where sometimes I even have to call the pastor and say, I don't know, is it safe for me to sleep at night? That was how bad it was. And yes, it was that bad.
No, she said it.
Yeah.
She said it.
So that influence. So I like, if I'm talking about it, I'm talking about it from a place of experience because I know how it feels, and it takes the grace of God for you to come out of it. So I don't know
because
what kind of influence she has.
Family members and church leaders attempted to mediate, but her pastor insisted she remain in her church.
Exactly.
While his pastor emphasized unity in marriage and encouraged her to join her husband. So the other one is not looking for member in his church.
This
the other
one has
looking. Exactly. So the pastor is not even helping matter.
She shouldn't go anywhere.
Exactly.
Well, both of them should just form their church.
The two pastors.
People are doing papa and mama.
But do you know that in the hierarchy of things, your husband should be your pastor?
Huh? Under normal circumstances.
Yes. So he doesn't know how to pray now.
No, why should that, you not go?
Why are you even married to somebody that does not have a clear
leading? Say they happen. People they marry.
No, it happen, but why should it happen?
So
somebody said experience is the best teacher, but do not see happen to you. Before you will learn from that experience.
Can you fast?
Yes.
I'm a Christian.
No, I can fast for simple.
I can fast. But don't tell me
you cannot even just lie.
No, simple is a prayer warrior.
Now let's move on to the next one. Let's leave these people. They are not ready to marry. No, you. I mean the couple.
Okay.
Anyway, moving on to the next story. Lawyers tweet on informing brother's wife before visit sparks online debate. So a Nigerian lawyer has triggered heated discussions online after stating that anyone planning to visit their married brother should first inform or seek permission from his wife, especially if they intend to enter the kitchen or handle food. Now, he described it as a matter of courtesy and also respect for the woman managing the home. The comment divided social media users. While some agreed it's proper etiquette to notify the wife, others also argue that the brother should be the only person informed and that it is his responsibility to communicate with his spouse. Now, the debate has since expanded into broader conversations about marriage dynamics, family boundaries, and also respect within extended families.
See this one? I will do rule book. We'll do constitution.
But actually, if somebody is going to visit
my house,
your
with
house,
my wife and
do
children,
you think they're supposed to reach out to you or reach out to you first, then you have a conversation with your wife if she agrees before?
What are we even doing first? Whoever gets the information first,
tell the other person.
You tell the other person, simple is coming, and no problem now. Or sometimes the person can even get to the door. Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell you. I don't know. Are people getting married to army officers these days?
No, my challenge is which kind of family they do.
Exactly, and exactly because to me, no, but seriously, to me, I have a relationship with my siblings' spouses. So sometimes I don't even call my siblings that I'm on my way. I can call, so that relationship makes you to call either of them. But okay, babe, I'm on my way. I'm coming to the house. Is my brother around? He's not around. Okay, no problem. I'm coming. Because I know that you will be in the house at that time.
Exactly.
So how about the kitchen?
Kitchen. Even if I'm a lady, I don't go into your kitchen.
Exactly.
It's your kitchen because it's not like myself. I don't have I give people free access, but if it is time to cook, I make meals. So I'm like, okay, there's food in the kitchen. If you don't want to eat what I'm eating, you want to eat Indomie, go and fry yam. Just as long as you are fine.
Exactly.
You are fine. Yeah, you let me know. Exactly. Okay, I will not be able to eat. I want to eat this one. So I really, the rule book, it's as if there's one rule, there's a rule and regulation that you must follow.
So hard.
I know that a lot of people they're really
keeping or safe.
No, they just feel they see these things as something that they really have to I don't know, it's really serious for them. Then I think another thing again is the kind of family you are also getting married to.
True.
So maybe prior to that time, there've been bad blood, there've been a lot of so I think that's where all of these issues are coming from. If not beyond that, my dear, we are good.
That's the challenge. I think because first of all, the challenge, what will lead to this, in my own opinion, will be unhealthy family relationship.
Yeah.
Because Abba now, Charlie, you're my sister. I won't come see you. Let's say now I'm planning to go for service, for instance, and then I come back and I'm like, Charlie, let me come and see you now. I'm like, oh, and I'll call you. So I should also call your husband and say, sorry, sorry, sir, please. I want to come today also. Please, sir, can I come?
Can I come?
But if I call you, you people are a couple, you will tell your husband that Alpha Simple is coming to the house.
Maybe some people,
Except that
certain people to get married to people that would be like, why didn't you tell me about it first? Maybe probably we could have prepared or we would have decided together. You know, there's some people actually have that.
It
Maybe I always see that in movies. So they'll be like, you didn't tell me. But in real life, some of us, we come from families where nobody cares.
It depends. I think maybe if the person is coming to sleep over, maybe
spend a while.
like I'm traveling from Uyo to Lagos, and I would just need to maybe speak to both, or if I tell my brother or I tell my sister-in-law,
you checking with
I'll just say, okay, have you told did she tell you that I'm coming? I'm coming.
Comments like this too. Sometimes some people do that because maybe what if I come from a family where I give them an inch and they want to get more. So it depends on your family, just as you said, it depends on your family background. Depends on the kind of family you get. Some people came from families or are with family members that if you just allow them a little bit, they just take advantage of it. So you wouldn't blame a person who feels like, look, I need to discuss with my wife first before we do. And also, if you're married to a wife who is a little bit, you understand, or maybe a husband is a little bit of don't want to demand. But at the end of the day, I think everybody's home is different. What makes them happy is what makes them happy.
But we need to raise a healthy family.
Yeah, but then
we need it.
What would define healthy for you might not be another person's healthy. For them, this is healthy. And you to you,
that's what this is what works for them, and you have to respect.
By the end of the day, last, everybody's going to be fine. Exactly. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for coming through. It's a new month, and I know you've got your own goals and whatever you're setting for the new month. But I'm also wishing you all the best this new month. And until then, we want to say thank you so much. My name is Nana Abina.
My name is Simple. And it was so much fun being here on the show.
I am Darius Daniel.
All right, thank you so much, guys, and make sure you enjoy yourself and do have yourself a lovely weekend. And ciao for now.
ADBN, Advocate Broadcasting Network.
For your news on the go, ADBN is everywhere you are. Stay connected with us across all our social media and streaming platforms for exclusive news updates, captivating stories, and more. Join the ADBN community today via our various platforms. Anavo TV app, ADBN Channel 121, Niger TV app, ADBN TV, Linuxwell TV app. To get the latest news straight to your phone, join our WhatsApp TV channel. Just search for ADBN TV and hit the follow button. Turn on your notification to stay updated and never miss any part of the experience. Stay in the conversation with us across social media handles. On X at ADBN TV. Instagram at ADBN TV, Facebook ADBN TV, YouTube ADBN TV. Keep visiting our website on www.adbntv.com. Watch us live anytime, anywhere. ADBN TV, a part of you.
It doesn't take a pandemic or an epidemic to know that clean hands save lives. Hand washing is essential anytime, anywhere to protect your health. So keep washing your hands, not just when they're dirty, but even on the go. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep your hands clean.